Have you ever felt stuck in a situation and you wish that somebody could tell you what to do? Turning 27 this year made me realize that I made a lot of mistakes. I made it in my teens and my early 20s, and I could have prevented that with just a bit more guidance. But what I've learned in the past year has completely changed my perspective. Some people are lucky enough to have that older brother, that supportive uncle, or their father figure to help them navigate their life as they get older. But what if you don't have that? If you don't, then this is the perfect video for you. For the guys, girls that are looking to figure things out in their early 20s. Instead of wondering what if, here's the chance to learn from the lessons that I had firsthand, so you won't make the same mistakes as me. In this video, I'm going to break down the hard truths I had to accept and what these experiences taught me. Let's dive into it. Lesson number 1. Your past self is not your current self. Instead, your current self is a product of the experiences that will continue to change as you go through life. Now, we've all made decisions based on what our past self thought would be good. But guess what? People change, priorities shift. What may have felt like the right thing to do back then may have you be feeling regret today. The feeling is something that we've all struggled with at some point. A clear example is Lady Gaga. In 2017, her documentary showed how she felt such immense pressure and was overridden with anxiety in never replicating her earlier success. Now she's been on a generational run, and it's amazing to see how she moved past this. So let's take inspiration from her. You don't need to hold your current self hostage. Your change in belief and expression is a sign of growth, and accepting this is important for 2 reasons. The first is to forgive your former self. This will help you release guilt, help you increase your mental health, and overall have you with a healthier mindset. You'll also be able to create a space for actual personal growth. And this has been backed by studies. It has shown that showing compassion to your past self through video or writing a letter helps to decrease the negative feelings for your future self. Second, you need to learn to accept change. What you feel is right today may feel wrong tomorrow. You can't change the things that you've done in the past, and you can't predict what the future will be like. However, you can change your current self by building better habits that will make your future self proud. Lesson number 2. Comparison is the thief of joy. Now, we're in the height of social media, and it's incredibly easy to get carried away with what everyone else is doing. You're comparing their highlights to your lowlights, and then you're feeling left behind. It's very important to know that a lot of the social media highlights you're seeing is just a small part of people's life. You're not seeing their struggles, their challenges, and you focusing on other people's success is only going to lead to your disappointment. A clear example of this is something called the silver medal syndrome, where silver medalists only compare their achievements to the gold medalist, whereas the bronze medalist actually feels more accomplished than the silver medalist, despite being in a worse position. So the only true way to be content is to focus on your own journey. Focus on what you can control and what you are building for yourself. Lesson number 3. You're gonna lose friends, and that's okay. So sometimes you've grown so far apart that you're no longer compatible as friends. And this is perfectly acceptable. It even shows with studies that show that after the age of 25, people begin to lose friends rapidly. And this only gets worse with age. But we all know that losing friends hurts. And the truth is, you don't have to let it happen if it's under your control. So my advice is, if you really value these friendships, send them a text. Send them a FaceTime request. You know, these little things go a long way. And if you don't, then you have no chance of maintaining the friend group. I mean, studies have even shown that maintaining strong friend groups increases your chance of living longer by up to 50%. So my advice would be maintain those friendships if you can. Number 4, old habits die hard. Have you ever noticed that old people tend to stick to the same routine day in and day out? Have you ever wondered why? They do this because it helps them to feel comfortable. It gives them a sense of control over their life. A study aimed at understanding successful aging revealed that older adults, up to 84%, have fixed routines and schedules. The habits you're building now are going to be the foundation that you have well into your 20s, 30s, until the rest of your life. The habits of procrastination, negative self-talk, not living up to your potential is going to have lasting ramifications for your life. Instead of continuing the cycle of bad habits, use the time in your 20s to build a strong foundation that will pay you dividends as you get older. The first thing I would suggest is prioritizing your health. Now, this includes not only eating well, but also exercising regularly. How many people have I seen from high school, from university, that health has decreased drastically in their 20s? And let's be real, as you get older, fixing your health is only going to get harder. The second thing I would suggest doing is set yourself up for financial success. Use the 20s to grind it out while still having fun, but make sure you set yourself up with a proper career. Save and invest so that you'll have dividends in the future. And don't waste the time in your 20s hoping that your future self is going to bail you out. And the last habit I would suggest is choose wisely who you spend your time with, whether that be friends and family or staying away from those toxic family members. Choose the time you spend with other people very wisely. You won't be able to get this time back. You won't regret spending time with people you love. Lesson number 5, you're still learning and developing. So if you're feeling that you're not where you want to be in your life, contrary to everything else in this video, if there's anything that you can take away, is that you're still in your 20s. It's the time to make mistakes, chase that goal, start that business, and fail. If you're not failing, you're not trying. And there's no better time than your 20s. You're still learning, you're still developing. Use it as a time for exploration and you won't regret it. So oftentimes when you get to your late 20s, early 30s, and even your 40s, people feel like aging is a death sentence. But if you really think about it, no matter what age you are, you still have the same 24 hours in a day. Here are some things I recommend you can do if you're feeling like you're not accomplishing enough in any stage of your life. Number 1, appreciating the little things in life. Nobody ever said on their deathbed that they would love to work more or they spent more time in the office. When you look around every day, there are magical and amazing things in your life. There are amazing people, there are amazing experiences that you have in life, and we drift away and not realize it. I want you, if you're watching this video, to really appreciate the small things in your life because you won't get that time back. Number 2, try not to worry too much about your future self. Only focus on what you can do today to make it better for you. Try not to worry too much about what the future will hold when the only thing that you can really control is the present. Number 3, if possible, try and travel, explore the world, meet new people, expand your mindset. Your 20s is a time for exploration, and a lot of us spend our whole time working, regretting what could have happened. So if you're in your 20s and you're watching this video, I want you to know that you're not alone. And if you found any of these tips helpful, or any of the lessons that I learned helpful, please subscribe, like, and share this video, and I'll see you next time.